Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olsen, the Tolkien Professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who does not really approve of the view here. He's been up here on the, the balcony, the second layer here of the windmill, where he's been safe and able to rest for a bit. But he just does not think much of this view. Although he does approve of the fact that the tents he burned down remain burned down, which is really quite a nice innovation. So it's nice to feel like you've made progress, right? On the one hand, there's still the same number of cute warg puppies running around, and so the poison seems to be rather long-acting poison. But that's okay. The tents are burned, and that's what's more important, because let's face it, the warg puppies are much cuter than the tents. Good to be back with everybody here today. Oh man, I'm going to have to go after those Warg-riders, all riding in a little clutch around the camp of Vexing. Okay, but that's alright. Gryfflet will be up to the challenge of fighting a number of annoying Warg-riders all at once. Let's now try to head downstairs. Gryfflet, there we are. Okay. Very good. So we're going to finish up here in this orc encampment. There we are. Is the windmill legit? Yeah, it's an okay windmill. It's an okay windmill. It doesn't see the thing is here's the main thing I learned from my authentic windmill tour in the Netherlands during Nedermoot, and that is windmills are like so much more complicated. Like it's a really complex piece of technology, really, so that's rarely done justice to, in the inside of a windmill in game. But can't have everything. Okay. It would be nice to think, Phil, that after the war somebody would rehabilitate the warg puppies. That would be nice. Love the burned tents. I don't know why I find that so satisfying, but I really do. It's one thing. I mean, I kind of understand sort of the inevitability of the mechanic that says when, an NPC tells you that you have to, that you should go into an area and, thin out the population of whatever noxious creature is in the area, and you go and you slay 12 of them or whatever, and then you go back and hand in the quest, and they are like, oh, thank you. Like, they won't be nearly so much of a problem anymore. And in the background, like, while they're talking, you can see them all still running all around because they've all regened already. That's always, like, modestly discouraging. But again, like, I get it. Like, they can't. Just, I think how much more annoying it would be if they didn't reset when someone else had just done that quest, and I was trying to do it. So, it's, I get that. But this is cool. It was even worse when I love the fact that I was able to burn all those tents without those two orcs being any the wiser. That really makes me feel burglarious. I don't know if that's exactly one of the feats of a truly legendary burglar, but it's gotta be close, right? Can I say I'm further impressed that, like, these tents that I've just burned are still smoldering embers, while those over there have faded to blackened embers that I did last week? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I know I'm not picking their pockets, but come on! Picking their pockets, any burglar could pick their pockets, right? A truly legendary burglar would burn down all three of their tents without either of them even noticing that their tents had been burned all around them, right? And slip off silently into the distance just like this. I mean, come on. Oh, wait, I got more tents to burn? Oh, I see. Right on. I guess I'm very strictly burning tents in batches here. Alright, let's see. Can we manage the same precarious feat? Let's see. And re-stealth Gryfflet. Alright. Okay. Alright, 1 for 1. One last tent. This one looks easy. Alright. Okay. Alright, look at that. Leaving a lasting mark. What on earth is happening there? The UI has decided to act up in a new and exciting way. Okay, alright. With any hope that what was done will slow the enemy down and may give the farmers a chance to recover. Okay. Excellent. Alright, so let's see. Now I think it's just down to the Warg-riders. Let me double check to make sure. Let's see. Just making sure none of them got pushed off there. Where are we? Wildermore, Fallows. Avenging the lost farmers. See, yeah, I was kind of trying to ignore that one. Okay. But I had to defeat the Warg-riders anyway, because I have to salvage their armor. So, 6 of them? Oh, okay. I won't complain. No. Gryfflet is stalwart in the face of lots of annoying terrain to do mounted combat in. Why is my left clicking doing that today? Does anybody know why, like, Gryfflet is now moving forward indefinitely in a straight line when I left click? Just when I thought my UI couldn't get stranger. Especially odd, as I'm not able to click on any of my quick bars. Wait, there it is. What the heck? Okay. Weird. I don't think I key mapped. I don't think I key mapped my left click to auto run. That would be weird. But lots of things are weird in my current new installation, so hey. Alright. Alright, fine, you're first. Okay. So I see one of you, Flood Mud. Alright, where'd he go? Oh, he's behind me. Floodmud, I see that you you said you got to attend my discussion of Ignore and Andreth the other night on Wednesday when we're finishing. I say finishing, somewhat ambitiously, Morgoth's Ring. We are. I mean, it's not like we won't finish it. We will, but we're going slowly. I've been just absolutely loving that discussion. Yeah, we just finished the Athrobeth, which is one of my very favorite of all of Tolkien's writings, really. I mean, without exception. It's just stunning. Oh, there you are. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really glad that you could join me for that. That was really cool. On the one hand, I kind of like that this guy isn't like running around like crazy. On the other hand, that was a little bit vexing. But hey, it's mounted combat. That's what it's supposed to be. I have no quarrel with you, good Sir Bull. Okay. It's a little bit odd that the whole time I was in that camp, oh no, do I have to actually loot their corpses? I do, oh no. Does that mean there's armor sitting around? Huh. Look, an unmounted warg. Oh, right, because the corpse of his rider is still sitting there. And the warg has regen, but he's patiently waiting for his rider to regen, which apparently it can't do until I collect the armor. How peculiar. Hi, Mr. Bill, just coming over here to make sure that there's no armor sitting around from that other guy that I fought. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, it is. Thank you. I'm glad you've been enjoying the discussion of the Afterbirth. What is it? Elvanue. It's, yeah. I mean, my goodness, the whole Morgoth's Ring discussion has just been such an eye opener for me. I never. I mean, it's one of the reasons, like, totally selfish reasons why I love doing the Mythgard Academy series, because I never. I don't know. Is that a warband? Yeah, it is. Because I never get to know a book like I do when I teach through it. I just love all of the revelations that brings, and the ways that I come to understand the book much better. And, you know, Morgoth's Ring is actually one of the works of one of the History of Middle-earth books that I've read most often. You know, sort of spent most time studying before, but still, it's like, you know, it's like discovering it anew. And I haven't read it in years. I've been deliberately waiting until we got there. I've been holding off on rereading it until we get there. Oh, yeah, like, I'm just going to ride through the middle of the farm. Come on over here if you want to fight me. Gryfflet wasn't born yesterday, man. Alright. One more, huh? One more Warg-rider. Oh, wait, hang on. Keep forgetting. I've got to loot their armor. No. Yeah, I'm really not used to that. Is that like a new state? Is that in this area? Or is that a new mechanic in the... Oh, look, here we go. There's an armor. There's another warg keeping vigil. There must be an armor over here, yeah. I don't remember ever seeing this before, or at least not... No, never really like this. Is it... Yeah, like, is there some weird setting or something like that? Okay, did I get it? Yeah, okay. One more armor. Fine. just this quest. Well, no, because there was another quest. When I was collecting heads back in the camp, it was doing a similar thing. Not exactly the same thing, but I had to like actually loot the corpses manually. Alright, and I am out of here. Oh, come on. I am returning to Otter, and he can't stop me. Carry on, will outdistance you, annoying Warg-rider. Would you stop wounding me? Alright, there we go. Here's the farm. See how persistent this guy is. Will he chase me all the way into Thrymm's farmyard? I don't think he will. Okay. Excellent. Alright, Otter. Hang on, I should advance the quest here. What do you mean there's much more to be done? I already did all the stuff. Okay, no, and I'm going to decline that warband.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
There you go. Some good scrap metal.
These are desperate
And
times
I did
for the
good deeds.
Rohirrim.
Okay. The sun may shine a little brighter? Well, good. Always happy to help. Oh man, more?
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
The Warg-riders may leave us alone long enough to repair what we can and maybe put up a few defenses here. Forlaw needs more supplies of food to survive this unnatural winter. However, they cannot spare the men to protect the farm or risk the city itself. It is up to us to defend this farm and begin working the fields again. Oh, okay. Help you repair the fences and clean up tools scattered around. Look, just don't leave the tools lying around, people. Seriously. But I'm always happy to help with minor chores as well as heroic deeds. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to find a lore question to do while I mend fences. Let's see. So... Okay. Oh, so Madman Monoware, I see you were following up a question that you had from last time when we were talking about The Hobbit and the comic tone of The Hobbit and the way the sort of fairy tale elements of The Hobbit and everything. Anyway, so Madman Monoware, you were asking, considering how Bilbo is a comic element in the story of The Hobbit himself, and he's the one telling the story, is it a reasonable conclusion that these are comic elements told almost as hyperbole, and perhaps not what would actually have been the case? Yeah, I think this is a perfectly good way to think about the comical elements in The Hobbit. There are a lot of ways. Fence repaired. Well, I extended it by a few feet, but there's still a pretty big gap there. That's okay. I'll leave that for the next heroic burglar to fix. Anyway, yeah. So, there are lots of ways in which the sort of unevennesses, in a sense, of The Hobbit, right? You know, again, The Hobbit was not designed to be the prequel to The Lord of the Rings. It was not It's just not a story of the same kind at all. The story grew into something quite different when he started writing the sequel, which is great. But Tolkien is just a wonderful retconner and does a great job of, backfilling his story and working it out in a way that's going to make it, compelling. He seemed to really enjoy doing that kind of thing. And he, so thinking about, those things in The Hobbit which don't really fit anymore so much as so the trolls, to use the trolls as an example, which, as you brought up, wait, did you bring that up? Or am I imagining that? No, I think I'm imagining that. Anyway, let's bring up the trolls then, right? The trolls in The Hobbit don't fit the trolls that we meet in The Lord of the Rings. Now, the text accounts for that, right? Saying that trolls aren't funny anymore. They're now, armed with terrible weapons and everything. There's a reference to it in the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring that sort of prepares you, like, these ain't your uncle's trolls anymore. But still, again, it's a little bit odd. It doesn't really fit with the tone. So can we imagine that, thinking about, thinking back to the frame of The Lord of the Rings, right, and how we relate to The Hobbit, how we kind of retroactively reconcile The Hobbit to The Lord of the Rings, how Tolkien prompts us to do that. I do think that that's a really good way to do it, right? It's because it's not an objective text. The Hobbit, least of all, it has a very the Hobbit has a very active narrator figure, right? And so if you imagine, of course, that active narrator is a modern narrator, right, speaking from a modern point of view. But what we have to imagine is that modern narrator was working off a text derived from the Book of Westmarch, which contains Bilbo's own first-hand account of the Hobbit stuff, and that the matter, right, that the modern narrator is adapting is still ultimately Bilbo's narrative. And so there's there's therefore reason to think that particular Hobbitish tone, right, the particular humor there, is connected to the Bilbo's sort of hyperbole. So this also connects, I know, to the Madman Modeler, following up from the question about the weapons of the dwarves, right? Like, why is it that Thorin and company, who from the Lord of the Rings perspective, even from the Hobbit perspective, are dwarves of the veterans of former wars and things, go on this long journey seeking the dragon without any weapons whatsoever? Is that sort of comical exaggeration on Bilbo's part? Yeah, I think it's a great way to think about it. I really do. That seems to me a perfectly palatable sort of solution to the problem, if you consider it a problem, to the situation, perhaps. All right, Thrymm's farm is coming along nicely. You are so welcome. Always happy to help with farm chores. Soon we can start to work these fields and hopefully get them ready for planting crops. Forlaw needs these supplies as quickly as we can make them.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Fair field. Great. Okay. Yeah. No. I'm happy to. I was going to go sort out the whole frost giant problem for you, but I can wait. I would rather be farming. Let's see. First, I'm going to farm that backpack over there. What? Man, what a rip. Okay. Where am I meant to? Oh, is this an instance? I'm sorry, I didn't even notice that. Okay, off we go.
Thrymm's farm is on the verge of recovery, but the efforts of the work hands may be for naught should the Warg-riders return.
Have we gotten up like before the dawn like farmers, or Are we doing stealthy night farming? And you have a bow, Otter. Is that what we plow with around here?
What brings you to these lands?
A few tools are in pretty good shape. Okay, Tor, Wolf, and Cyneberg took tools out in the field. Let's hurry over there to help them. Okay. I am not concerned that anything is going to go wrong. There's Ragnold. Excellent. Okay. Keep up the good work, everybody. All right. Cyneberg, yeah, and Torwolf. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Warg-riders. Great. Oh, come on with the fences. Gah. This is just as annoying as it could possibly be. Can I go? Can I plow? Can we do the plowing instead? I was kind of looking forward to the farm simulator version. I mean, again, if there's anything more annoying than mounted combat in the middle of like constant fences, I just don't know what it possibly is. I can't even stay in range of these idiots. At least the farmers are still alive. Mostly, thus far. What's going on there? They're just gonna gather around and talk? Am I missing the conference? I guess those other incoming Warg-riders are just gonna wait patiently. So that's nice. Okay. Alright, thanks guys. You guys have been... Hey, you guys have been doing a great job with this one. Stand there and shoot with your bows, just like I've been trying to tell folks. Okay. Good job, guys. We have to go talk to these fine folks over here, I think. I said stop. What's going on here? Run towards the barn. We will gather and fight there. There are too many, and they're setting our farm on fire. Hi, Louth, Lieutenant of Núrzum. But I think I'm supposed to run for the barn. I gotta protect those farmers, because, you know, that's what Gryfflet is really good at. Oh, the Warg-riders are coming up the road from the south. Okay, this is like my least favorite instance in a long time. A long time. I can't even think straight to do a lore question while doing this incredibly vexing thing. But of course, sitting here and listening to me complain about doing it is not much fun either, I can't imagine. Well, there was one. Hey, did you come from the south? What? I didn't even hit that. No? Won't even let me target anybody? What exactly is going on here? We're at an impasse? Oh, there you go. Somebody I can fight. Well, these other white hand pillagers are so patient. No one's doing anything. We're just standing around, and the barns are catching on fire. And the farmers are herring off to chase this guy very intrepidly. Okay. Okay, farmers, can you show me where the rest of them are? We'll keep ignoring these guys. Oh, there they come. This is just a strangely designed instance. Apart from the fact that it's terminally annoying to try to do mounted combat in a farmyard. Get them, farmers. I love how they just all sitting around and watch me take out the other guy. All right, where's the last one? Oh, there he comes. Please don't make me fight another 4 coming from another cardinal direction. For crying out loud, I might cry. Oh yeah, come out here past the fences. That's just what I think is a good idea. Okay, talk to Otter. Okay, hi Warg-riders, excuse me, sorry. Not trying to mess up the balance of power here. I see we're all having a peaceful chat. Interested in hearing from Louth, who seems to be riding on a horse. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, Otter, what do you think? You guys are all pleasantly not dead. I'm still too far away. We'll get closer to him then. Okay.
What brings you to these
We're in
lands?
trouble! Yeah, well, yes. The only way we can survive is to fight. There's no way we can escape this time. Whew. Okay. You cannot escape. We have you surrounded. Okay. You fought bravely here, but you cannot hope to stop Núrzum. Núrzum is indestructible, and with his artifact, he will easily conquer Wildemore. Really? These farmers evaded me, but will be my captives now. Captain, kill this hobbit. Oh, yeah. Like, that's gonna happen. But I'm glad they're doing the let's stand around and let one guy fight thing. Except my farmer friends are not having any of it. Are they going to leave me to fight in solo combat? No, they are not. They're going to support me with delightful ranged cover fire. I'm almost tempted to dismount to fight him in this stupid little paddock. I Can't even see him, much less fight him. This freaking place. Good grief. I have never been more irritated by combat ever in the history of playing Lotro than this instance. Can't corner in this thing. Wait, what's happening? I am strong, but the captain can be replaced. Maybe I could stop you. Tell that old man that more of his land has fallen, or you can stay and burn with the farm. Either way, Wildemar will fall and to Núrzum and his weapon. That's it? Hey, I wanted to fight him. I mean, okay, I didn't. I'm incredibly glad that that instance is over. But what? Okay, here we are. Hey, Gárwig. I know just the thing to cheer you up. Hey, Cyneberg.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
I was going to have to lie down after that. All right, the enemy mentioned an artifact or weapon that Núrzum is using. Yeah, I know, that was super interesting, right? It's interesting, but it might not make much difference. Núrzum will be the end of us all, no matter what kind of artifact he is or isn't using. Yeah, we just have to... But this means I can burgle it, Gárwig, you see? And let's separate him from his artifact, and then we'll see what happens. It is unfortunate that we lost the farm and those poor farmers, but there is not much we can do for them. Their efforts will not be forgotten, but they are likely lost, like many of our good men have been lately. I haven't seen their corpses either, Gárwig.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
You come to me with more ill news. Wait, I thought we already did the ill news. I suppose that is all there is to share these days. No matter, I feel bad for those men, but there is nothing I can do for them. Every last warrior is focused on keeping this city secure. Please put a log in the fire. A chill has crept into the room since we began talking of unfortunate situations and the poor people of Forlaw. The logs are over against the wall to your right. Okay. Don't worry, Gárwig. I will... stoke the fire, I guess? I have a log. Which fire am I supposed to... Oh, over here. Okay. There we go. Burning merrily now, Gárwig. You want one in the other one too?
It is a sad thing.
I dismissed your burden, which was not right of me to do, but my mind is preoccupied by other issues. I have lost contact with most of Wildemar, and it is clear that fate has cursed me and my family. I know she also has a heavy heart, but Cyneberg may have room for more sympathy than I. Speak with her about what happened to those poor farmers. Might I ask a favor before you speak with Cyneberg? I have waited to see a report from Dunfast in Witchshaws for some time, but none has arrived. Please speak with a messenger by the stables for me and send him to Dunfast. Okay. Okay, Cyneberg, I'll be right back. I guess you wanted to talk about something too, but later. Later's fine. Is this guy here still hiding? Yep. Shh. Don't let him sneak up on you, man. Alright. Out by the stables. Keep getting thrown off by that quest ring. Why is there a quest ring there? I still don't understand. It's not on the mead hall. It's like out in front of the mead hall. As if it were by that kneeling guy. But the kneeling guy doesn't seem to want to talk to me. Alright, back here in Forlaw. We're going to go to the stable. See the guy from Dunfast. Huh. I got a quest here in Garforthsome? Hey, Abba. What's up?
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
About 11 years ago this winter, a warg the size of a bull attacked the farms and killed all the cattle. It forced the farmers to stay inside for days. The crops for Forlaw were going to be ruined. The eldest son of Gárwig, Gárnoth the Brave, heeded the call for help and rode out to slay the warg. It was an epic battle, and he drove the warg away, but was mortally wounded. The warg was believed to be dead until it reemerged in the past year and roams the southwest fields once more. You know, it just goes to show you, Ebba, if you don't see the body, it doesn't count. I sort of figured that Brolk would be back. Didn't I say that at the graveyard? Let's see. Okay, so JJ, following up on the earlier Hobbit discussion, said, is it intentional that all the example adventures Bilbo lists when meeting Gandalf end up happening to him? Climbing trees, visiting elves, sailing to other shores. Yeah, he does sail to other banks, but is that intentional? Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's an interesting and sort of amusing piece of foreshadowing, you know? But yeah, he becomes, you know, the embodiment of like all Hobbit adventures, right?
I am afraid of what
Gárwig is concerned about the lack of word. You will leave right away. Yeah. Don't hurry. No rush. Okay. Now I gotta talk to Cyneberg in Lornsettle? Lornsettle. Is that the name of the mead hall? Do all the mead halls have names? Lornsettle, which of course is a very sad but appropriate name. Hey, where are all the ladies who are defending this town? They fallen down on their duty? Is this town vulnerable to attack because the unarmed maidens are not patrolling it? I don't know. Back to Lornsettle we go. Oh, Lornsettle is the island? Okay. See, alright, there's a quest ring. Right here. What is that about? Is there something underground? I don't get it. Did it always say that? I don't remember seeing that before. Have
These
they
are
renamed
desperate
it?
times for the Rohirrim.
I can no longer keep myself locked in Thrymm's home, not if I am to move on from what happened. I can only imagine how Gárwig is doing. What has happened to him would break any man. Losing Thrymm is a terrible pain that I'm still learning to deal with, but I could not imagine going through what he has. The enemy you saw at Thrymm's farm mentioned a relic, and I wonder if it is being kept here in the fallows. It might be time to... Why would we think that? It might be time to look for... Because they mentioned it in the fallows. But what I know for sure is you should save those farmers.
I'm afraid
Agreed.
of what is happening to these lands.
I miss Thrymm and will probably always mourn his loss. If he were here, he would retake the fallows from the occupying force of the White Hand. I cannot stand by while orcs have taken over the fallows and all of Wildemore. I wish nothing more than to send Núrzum back where he came. My hatred for these orcs grows stronger by the day. I set out to scout their movements and found them at the farm directly south of Forlaw. Perhaps you can find signs that Núrzum was there or what the orcs may be doing. All right. I'll take care of it, Cyneberg. Yes, of course, I was remembering Heorot. the famously named Mead Hall. Gléowine's map? What? Why does Gléowine... I don't see his map anywhere. Oh. It's a phasing issue? Okay. Sooner or later there'll be a map there. Someday, and that day may never come, Gléowine will put a map in that spot. I have a foresight is upon Gryfflet. He has a foresight of meeting Gléowine again. That does, yeah, you're right, actually. I should... What was up with the epic quests? I've lost track. Uh-oh, Wídfara is waiting for me in Scylfig? Yeah, sorry, Wídfara, I've been neglecting you. Tragically. Let's go back to that. We'll come back to Garferth's farm. My farmer friends will be patient while I catch up with the epic quest. All right. So I'm just going to go back to the stable master here, and then we will head out. Still having a rollicking time on the outdoor seating patio. They know how to party in Forlaw.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
Yeah, sure am. Sure am. Boy, there's still lots of places in Wildemar we haven't been. Time to get out of Forlaw for a little bit. Okay. Here we are. Where's Wídfara? I go find my friend Wídfara. So, he's got an artifact, huh? Who made the artifact? The Frost Giant's artifact. What's happening here? Oh, children running around in circles. Hey, Wídfara. Feeling any better? Uh-oh. Looks like he's got the unhappy triad there. Right knee.
Thank you for doing some good in the Rigging Downs, my new friend.
Oh, you're welcome. These people have experienced much hardship, and I fear I may have given speed to some of the dangers that threaten them, really. I was riding in the high knolls with my companions when a blizzard closed in. The snow was blinding and the wind fierce, and I dismounted to seek some measure of shelter. No sooner had my boots touched the ground than a great darkness fell upon me, and a tremendous shape towered over my poor horse Windfoot. I stumbled away, falling into a great drift of snow. It saved my life. Wídfara stared straight ahead, his expression haunted. Above the tumult, I could hear the sound of Núrzum at feast. He made a meal of my poor Windfoot, and only when he had finished and moved away among the crags did I see that my companions were missing. Of Léodwig there was no sign, but I do not think Harding's son was spared. I made my slow way by foot back here to Scylfig, but if he were alive, he would have done the same. That is my tale. I only hope that Núrzum is not drawn here by my presence to threaten the people of Scylfig. Don't worry, I don't think it's you, man. I think he had plans anyway. Okay, so... talk to Corudan? Hey, Corudan. Alright, this is Horn, right? I didn't notice him because he's all wrapped up.
Wídfara weaves a frightening tale.
Agreed. From whence did Núrzum come, and what can we do about him? Question to be asked. What's your opinion, Corudan? Like your little furry mantle and your adorable mittens, though it's hard to shoot a bow with mittens.
This creature Núrzum, must be of enormous size.
Yeah, he is. I saw him. It raises more questions than we had before. He must be of enormous size if he can overpower a horse of Rohan. He must be clad in thick fur to move comfortably in the midst of such a snowstorm as Wídfara related. Cold doesn't seem to be an issue of his. Whether his attack was caused by need or sport is unclear to me, but the size of his appetite is less mysterious. It is large and not easily sated. I believe Núrzum to be a large snow beast of the sort that frequent the Misty Mountains. What? Corudan, that's ridiculous. How he came to this area of Rohan, I cannot guess. How you came to think that, I cannot guess. Corudan looks up from his musings with a puzzled expression. Where is Gléowine? I have not seen him since we arrived. If dangers such as this Núrzum stalk Wildemore, we should stay together for safety. I hope Gléowine has not thought to leave Scylfig. We gotta find him. Alright, where's Gléowine? Gléowine. Maybe we shouldn't have actually seen Núrzum yet? Maybe. Yeah, sorry, the epic quest line totally fell off my quest track there.
There is no fool like an old man thinking to rediscover the joys of his youth.
Gléowine appears to be in a great deal of distress, and his eyes are full of sadness. There is no fool like an old man thinking to rediscover the joys of his youth, Gryfflet. What happened to Wildemore in the days since I left her? The land of my childhood was a sunny place of fields and blue rivers, not this den of relentless snow. It was not home to such terrors as this monstrous Núrzum, bringing death so quickly and without warning. What happened to the land I remember? Gléowine hastily wipes the tears away. I pay no attention to an old sad man, Gryfflet. I will not despair. My concern must not be that these troubles have happened to my childhood homeland. It must be that these troubles could move south and threaten the rest of Rohan. We will help with the people of Wildemore, and by helping them we will help even Theoden King, though he not asked nor trust such help. Thank you for this talk, my friend. I just needed to hear these things aloud. So did I, Gléowine. So did I. Okay. Yeah, Hologrove, if it hadn't been for the Phantom Quest ring, I might not... I don't even know how long it might have been before I'd remembered poor Corudan and Gléowine back here. Let's see. So now what? Talk to Horn. Okay.
Sometimes that is all it takes, is it not? Time? Time to think?
So Gléowine's time to himself helped him find some measure of peace? I am glad, says Horn. Are we talking about Gléowine, Horn? Horn's expression grows distant, and he seems to be speaking more to himself than you. That's kind of what I thought. It takes time, yes. It could be like that for any one of us, only to return renewed with greater purpose. It's possible that maybe absent people who are not with us right now might just need time on their own to think about things, and then they'll come back. Horn seems to notice you are still looking at him expectantly, and he turns slightly red. Ah yes, I'm glad Gléowine is feeling better. What should we do now? Good question.
Rohan cannot have a Wildemore-shaped gap in its northern defences.
Sure. While you were away, I spoke to some of the townspeople. Their accounts differ in many respects. Núrzum's height and description, the time at which he first appeared, the places he seems to haunt, all of these differ. Everyone seems to agree on 2 points. First, that Núrzum is dangerous, yes, and must be destroyed if Wildemore is to survive. And second, Reeve Gárwig seems completely incapable of dealing with this threat. Yeah, overwhelmed. Yeah, I think he needs help. Yeah. I hope this is not so, but if it is true that the Reeve of Wildemore cannot protect his people, dude, let's not be so hard on the old guy. Something must be done. Theoden King will need all of his allies in the days ahead, even if he does not see it. and Rohan cannot have a Wildemore-shaped gap in its northern defenses. Reeve Gárwig makes his home in the town of Forlaw, to the south of Scylfig. Right, I've seen that. On the southernmost tip of Isingmere. Let us travel to his mead hall and see what plans have been made for combating Núrzum and aiding his people. Okay. Oh, I should meet Gárwig now. All right, let's do that. Yeah, the kids are recovering anyway. Oops, sorry. Yeah, wrong turning here. The kids are returning to, you know, they're like running in and out among the frigid, frozen corpses. But you know, indomitable spirit.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Okay. Back to Lornsettle, which I really think must be newly christened. Ah, there they are. The ladies of Forlaw are back on duty. Okay, past the point where Gléowina's map will be someday. Hi, Gárwig. I'm supposed to introduce myself to you. It's a little awkward. My fault.
Where are my warriors? All that remain in my hall are orphans and widows.
Would he have said this even while his sons were still alive? Right. Harding's men were not able to help. Right. You cannot face Núrzum, but if you are willing to help, there is no shortage of foes seeking to destroy my people. The Uruk have secretly been bringing supplies near to Forlaw. Oh, I saw them! Yeah, down by the shore. Defeat them and burn their barrels of supplies. Sure, okay. That's what those guys were up to. I knew they were up to no good. Do you have like a basement stairs or something? Gléowine, there you are, and your map! Hooray! Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. We did that one already. Okay. There we go. Let's go down this way. Let's jump. There we go. Having learned that if I jump straight off, it'll kill me. Might as well be a little cautious here. Alright, Gryfflet, time to stealth up. Burn some supply barrels. Kill some Uruk. You're one of the ones? I think you are. Nice. Oh, I haven't one-shotted somebody from stealth in a long time. Okay. And... oh. I right-clicked on that thing. What on earth is going on with my UI? That's completely bizarre. Oh, you evaded me, huh? Is that what you think? It worked! Again! I don't get it. Do I have to cross the way now? Maybe I do. Okay. I think I've finished all the barrels in Uruk on that shore. There should be some more over here. One can hope. More supply barrels in the... Yes, among the... Wow. Look at these horses. How can they possibly drink with those long pointy noses? They look like plague doctors. Oh, that was just annoying. Yeah, that'll teach you. Ooh, look at this little shrine over here. Oh, the wax dripping down that skull is really cool looking. Wow. Looks like the Grateful Dead. And then more like skull braziers on the little tree. Really interesting. They look like little votary candles in skulls. That's extremely interesting. Is it a site of reverence? Is it you know, remembering the fallen or doing something else? Not sure what they're doing there. Oh, nice pelvis fire in the middle. Yep. Make sure to string a whole bunch of pelvises, pelvi, around your fire. Nothing goes better. Okay, now I just need another... Or did I get enough supply barrels? Oh, I did. Good. Okay. Yeah, Edith, maybe it is more about defiling the, you know, the remnants of your enemies or whatever. I can believe that. All right, in we go. God. Making the dubious choice to continue riding carry-on through the town. Thought I could handle it. Not so sure anymore. Don't want to Rivendell the main bridge. Easy carry-on. Straight across the bridge. Alright. Whew. Yeah, I wouldn't think that defiling the skulls of your enemy would involve, like, making decorative wax patterns on them. But, you know.
What sort of life is this?
Good though it be one small drop in the sea of need. I know, man. You don't know how the Uruk made it all the way to the lakeside uncontested, but the loss of some supplies may keep them staying for as long. While you were gone, the city shook and rumbled, and my people cowered, thinking Núrzum had come. The city has been spared his wrath so far, but I say they are right to cower. How long will Forlaw remain out of his sight? When Núrzum does come, how can we hope to defend ourselves? We cannot. What sort of a life is this? Is it not cruel to ask my people to live this way in the shadow of a fear we cannot banish? This is a sorry lot to have drawn. I thank you for facing the Uruk, but if you take my advice, you will leave Wildemore behind. Once Núrzum turns his attention to us, we will be gone. It may not happen today or tomorrow, but I think we will all pass out of this life before this unnatural winter does. Man, okay, Gárwig. Yeah. Nothing can be done, oh dear. So things are getting worse here, Cyneberg, huh? I think it's up to you and me. Well, that's not good. Interesting how, since the epic line does not involve the death of his sons like the other quests did, he's no longer just the lamenting family man. He is now in the epic quest line, you know, simply a despairing leader.
It is as they said in Scylfig. Reeve Gárwig is giving up hope.
Totally. We will find no plan for facing Núrzum here, Gryfflet, but first we must reassure the people of Forlaw. We must tell them that their Reeve is still trying to get them through this, and that he loves them and believes they can still survive. Yes, let's go just lie to the people. Winter will pass, Núrzum will fall, this is true, and the people of Wildemore will plant new crops and reap a bountiful harvest in days to come. I would not have believed Gárwig had such eloquence in him. You did not get the impression from our visit to the Reeve? That impression? Curious. I am sure he said something like that. Be sure to comfort any scared villagers you see. It seems to me that Gárwig does not often leave his hall. This day that helps us all. All right. Operation Lie to the People. You don't look that scared. Reassuring. Do you really think so? Yeah, no, it's gonna be fine. I love me a progress bar that says reassuring. We're not all gonna die. Okay. Oh, hang on. Yeah, they're really scared in this little courtyard here. The sun will come out tomorrow. Whoa. Another one up here? Wait, what? No, it's the same one. Just the quest rings reappearing. I'm gonna keep going. So, I gotta find 3 more scared villagers. Oh man. Got lots of scare. You can't tell me that these guys in the outdoor patio seating are scared. Nah, see, they're fine. Try joining the outdoor patio seating. The appetizers are lovely. Day shall come again. All right. Everybody's okay here? Boy, there's lots of scared villagers all around here. Okay. I'm not going to choose which one of you I reassure. I guess it'll be you. Yeah. There will be sunny days again. Okay. Alright, we did it, Horn. We have brought hope to the people. And we have referred more clientele to the active restaurant with winter patio seating. Yeah, boy, I sure had my choice of people to reassure there.
How did you do? I trust you did not let the truth interfere with your arrow.
Horn laughs, but it is a short and humorless laugh. We may have given the people false hope, but if we can do something about Núrzum, it will not be a lasting injustice. Things have gone poorly for the people of Forlaw already, but it does not take much thought to see that they could go even worse.
Gárwig has strength. It is buried deeply, but he does possess it.
Right. Gárwig may not see a means of defeating Núrzum, but we should not judge him too harshly. He buckles under the weight of his worry, but there is strength there. Well, he's not just worried, dude. He lost his entire family. It is buried deeply like the fields of Wildemore beneath this unnatural cold. Gléowine tells me that the fallows were home to the most bountiful farms in Wildemore. If they survive at all, it is a testament to the strong will of their owners. But they are not warriors, and their strength will not last when faced with Uruk and Warg-riders. The road runs south through the fallows and leaves Wildemore at its southernmost reaches, but no riders or information have gone that way for some weeks. Ride among the farms and defeat Warg-riders. On your way to that pass, I suspect some foe holds the road against us. Defeat whatever you find there and meet me at Garforth's farm afterwards. Hey, I was headed to... No, Gárnoth's farm I was headed to. We will do what good we can against the foes we can manage. Núrzum must wait. But he might have an artifact down there, so I'm already way ahead of you here, Horn. Like 10 to defeat. Alright, well, I gotta go down to Gárnoth's farm anyway, so that's fine. Alright, she's got her basket. Don't mess with her. Ah, Brolk is over there. Oh, along with somebody else. Who's this? Another warband? Alright, got my invisibility hat on. We'll head back to the farms. What's meant to be here? It's quiet. Too quiet. No, I don't want any fellows wargs. Oh well. Okay. Not sure who was meant to be there. Okay. I found Gárnoth's farm. Look. Oh, hey! I found all the farms. How exciting! Oh my goodness. Bovine breakout. Núrzum's passing. Find signs of and defeat the Slayer of Gárnoth. Oh, broke. Yeah, sure. Gárnoth's farm has few cows. Their masters frequently took them to Forlaw's markets. If the cows are freed, they should make their way to the city or may end up wandering the plains. Okay. Free the cows. On approaching Gárnoth's farm, you notice a giant's footprint. It must be a sign of Núrzum coming through here. Why would he come to this farm? The beginning of the trail seems to be from the north, near the path into the farm. Okay, let's track Núrzum. That sounds good. There are many White Hand troops occupying this farm. These troops are in a prime location to assault Forlaw and are a threat to anyone on the plains. I should reduce the numbers. And farmers have been through enough and should be freed from captivity. Ah, Louth is here. Okay. But I'm delighted to say I can dismount. Okay. Ah, the giant footprint. Right. Is there another one? Yes. Let's follow Núrzum's trail. Actually, let's wait. Let's do that after. Let's free some cows. Do I have to just talk to them? Encourage them? Hi, Ms. Cow. Oh, hang on a second. You've got to... Would you stop traumatizing the cows? Look, they're all ignoring you. Hey, how did you disarm me while I was in the act of backstabbing you? I didn't remember collecting the... Oh, the preparing for siege quest. Okay. In what sense am I freeing the cows? Am I freeing them sort of philosophically? You could just walk away from here, cow. Yeah. Free your mind from its invisible shackles, cow. There you go. Pay no attention to the cattle strolling past you. You are only a prisoner in your own mind. A better life awaits you outside this paddock. Yep, see, I've got it. Look, see, I've got to click on him again. It seems a stable thing now. Okay, let's see where there are more cows in mental bondage. Oh, hey, look, it's a future footprint. Okay. Pay no mind to the orc propaganda that you must stay here. You are the master of your own fate. There we go. Yeah, punch him, Gryfflet. Oh, hey. Hey, guys. Wolf, good to see you again. Be free, dude. Uruk. Run like the wind. The cows are free. Okay. Hooray. The lieutenant of Núrzum oversees the White Hand forces in the Fallows. He oversaw the capture of both Edzig and Gárnoth farms and has converted them for the Orcs' purposes. His death will cripple the coordination of the White Hand efforts. Oh yeah, I definitely want him. So let's see. I gotta find the other two farmers. Well, since I now see where they go, I might as well. I was half afraid the giant footprints would lead me out of the... Why would he go through this farm and not destroy it? A question to be asked. Fence didn't stand a chance. True enough. Oh. My backpack trying to make up for the other one. Where's the lieutenant of Núrzum? At the building on the southern side of Gárnoth's farm stands the lieutenant of Núrzum. He leads the conquest and destruction of the Fallows farmlands and has crippled the support of Forlaw. Okay. So that's it? He just came in for a chat with his lieutenant? Oh, come on. I better take out these skirmishers. least one of them. Hey there, Louth. No, I want to target the guy right in front of me, please. Seriously. If he doesn't kill you, it will? What? Núrzum and the artifact, huh? So the artifact can act independently of Núrzum? That's interesting. Defeating the lieutenant of Núrzum has left the Orc forces in the Fallows disconnected. With the line of communications broken, the people may rout the remaining Orcs. Great. That's excellent. Where are the other two farmers? Must be over there, let's see. No, they're not over here. It's only this backpack that needs liberating. Where are they? This is where I liberated those cows before. This farm isn't that big. Are they in the windmill? Didn't check the windmill. Nope. Where are they? Can I go in the barn? Not back here. Okay, actually, I'm gonna have to go a little bit early today, but surely I can find those farmers. Where did they go? Behind the windmill? Where? Inside the windmill? Oh, I walked right past him. All right, guys, very good. Okay, all right. Well, unfortunately, I've got to run a few minutes early today. But I will be back next week. Thanks everybody for joining me today, and I will see you guys next week. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world.
If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.